Hi there, welcome back to the course. In the previous lesson, we discussed about linear regression. Now, in this lesson, we'll be talking about causal models. So far, we have been discussing only time series model, and there is one assumption upon which time series models are based. One assumption that your future, your future is future would be similar to your past. And with this assumption, you forecast in any time series model. That's why the only variable or only factor that is considered in any time series model is the historical sales. And the only parameter that should be considered is the historical sales. That's what is time series model. And suppose you have your environment, your supply chain operations, your market functions in a way which doesn't require any other factors to be included, then time series model is good for you. But if you see, the real scenario is not like this in majority of the cases. There are other factors, especially if you are from a retail industry, any FMCG industry or CPG industry, where there are other factors also which affects your sales, which is how much promotion you are doing, how much is your spend on promotions, is there any discounts, is there any price hikes, what is your market share. So all these factors, which if they do change frequently, right, and you can't depend just upon your historical shipments to project your future. In the past, you have given on Christmas 10% discount, but this year your business plans to give 25% discounts on Christmas. So your last year Christmas, correct, in 2021 and 2022, if you take. So in suppose you take New Year. In New Year for any product in 2021, you gave 20% of the discount for your product. And in 2022, you gave 15% of the discount. Now you want to project for 2023, right? Now, since your historical sales are very much affected by the promotions or discount which you give, the 2023 values of sales would depend upon how much promotion, how much discount you are giving. So suppose you are giving 25% this time. So just by using time series model, you cannot project. You need to take into account your discount percentage as well in your forecast. So this is when the causal models come into picture. Now in the linear regression is also a type of causal model, but since we considered only one variable, which is historical sales, it worked as a time series. But here we are going to add more functions into it. And that's what is multiple linear regression model. So last time we saw a linear regression in which the x or the variable was the historical sales. But here our forecast, which is y, is dependent upon many other functions. So along with this historical sales that has happened, we say that it also depends upon the market share, it may depend upon price, it may depend upon how much promotions you are doing, promotion spent, and you can keep on adding multiple variables, right? But it is advised you only use those variables which highly or which considerably influence the forecast. So here you see the equation which the output sales is also is dependent upon multiple factors, b1 x1 b2 x2 till bn xn, and a is the intercept. Unlike the linear regression, it was only dependent upon the historical sales. Now in this lesson, we'll be learning how you can have multiple factors that can be accounted to do your forecast. So in next lesson, I'll be talking or show you with the help of Excel how you can use different parameters and forecast. So this is it for the causal model. See you in the next lesson.